Hello, people, and welcome to another episode of Through a Different Lens podcast. I am your co-host, Joe.
And I'm Jacob.
What you say, my boy?
All okay. Another week down. I see you in the Kansas City Chiefs jumper right there. So, your team.
I had to wear this because obviously I'm leaving work this week. A couple of my guys at work, they got me this as a leaving present. And I can't lie. Just as National Football League. I'm not a big, present-y kind of guy. I know that I like presents that I feel if you have a kind of, you feel that they'll mean value to me, or like it's going to be of very good use in it. Because not that I'm a hoarder, but I can keep things like in good shape for a long time and stuff like that. So I said to the boys, I was like, next recording, I'm wearing this Kansas City Chiefs jumper, and I needed some new Chiefs gear as well. So
yeah, that makes sense. You're playing tonight as well, so it helps. Makes
sense. Come on, the boys. We'll start off with rivals of the Chiefs. The Thursday night game, Chargers versus the Vikings. Herbert, great performance.
Yes.
We had our doubts, but he kind of put them to bed. And then the flip side, the woes continue for the Minnesota Vikings.
Definitely. As you said, Herbert showed up and showed out. Top performance in a primetime game on Thursday night. Can't fault anything he did. He was in the mix. He was ready to go. Short week for them as well, and I felt like that was probably good coming off of the Sunday game they had. Do you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So quick turnaround, kind of forget what happened. Let's go again. So yeah, Herbert played well, but as you said, the woes for the Vikings, they are very, very woeful right now. Who is their quarterback? What is going on in their quarterback room? They're probably regretting the fact that Sam Darnold is now balling out in Seattle, because he would have been the perfect person there, because you don't know what you have in JJ McCarthy still.
Mm-hmm.
Carson Wentz is playing, but he's playing. You get what I mean? He's just there for now. And now you're looking around thinking, are we wasting this wide receiver that we have here?
Yeah.
In Justin Jefferson, are we wasting this offense we have here? Well,
yeah.
we can't.
I was gonna say their receiving core in general.
Exactly. So it seems like they've got some soul searching and some questions to answer in the next few weeks. So just in terms of what JJ McCarthy's doing, I don't know if Carson Wentz can play another game for them if they want to get to where they want to get to. So it's difficult. It's difficult right now to discuss what the Vikings are going on.
To be fair, JJ McCarthy's back next game. So
confirmed.
I believe I saw today the players that will be back for the next game. I remember seeing him, Lamar, and then someone else. I can't remember who the other person was.
Okay.
So, because I think the Vikings, because they're only 3-4 in it, so they're not in a bad position where they don't have to rush him. And I think that's something that they've spoke about, not rushing JJ McCarthy. But again, yeah, you're right. Like, they're in the unknown with him still. The only thing is, like, if they kept Darnold, they would have had to pay him. They use a high draft pick for JJ McCarthy, and he hasn't really had the chance, all that stuff. So, yeah.
But they're in win now. It felt like they were in win now mode with the coach you have there, with the players that you have there. I'm thinking in my head, you may as well try now. And Sam Darnold is looking at now, in hindsight, is that quarterback that could have taken them over the line. And JJ McCarthy, what is concerning for me is his health status. It's not actually his performance. We haven't really seen him perform much, but he's been injured for near enough every single time all the time he's been in the league.
Yeah.
So, if you limp into the league, you're looking like you're limping out of the league.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to get healthy when he's always getting injured? And then it's going to be a case of, do the Vikings, if they are naming JJ McCarthy the number one, sign a backup that they know is going to always play? So you need a good backup, someone that can contend for the starting spot. So I feel like that's where they're going to be lost. Not like now, but end of the season when they have to make a decision. Because I don't think they're winning anything. Look, things can change, but I don't think they're winning anything this year. So I think that's look at the end of the season.
Yeah, fair. Just on the Chargers as well. I think that the thing that massively helped them, they had a run game with Vidal going over 100 yards, and then where they're one of the strongest teams in the league. Obviously, Slater's out, but Joe Alt was back, and apparently I think they've got a 4-1 record when Joe Alt plays this season. So obviously Herbert had that extra perception. There was controversy quite early in the game though with the interception that Herbert effectively threw, but they didn't turn over, and I've seen like a lot of like analysts say that they was shocked that it didn't stand as an interception. So yeah, maybe
it's weird what they're calling right now. It's weird what they call. As I said, I said last week, the rule book is, I don't know what actually is something and what is not something. So, a lot of things up in the
could have
air.
turned like the momentum. Not obviously it was early, but do you know what I mean? It leads to blowouts in favor of the Chargers. It happened in the Eagles-Giants game when Jalen Hurts fumbled, but the Eagles continued the drive and then they scored. And then at that point, the game was a tie. So yeah, and that was even before Scatterby got in. What will come to that. So it led to a chain of events. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you're right. Do you know what I'm happy though? With the NFL refereeing, that the Chiefs are hardly involved in all this nonsense. Because people, they don't want to, all these analysts, journals, all this blah, blah, blah. When it's the Chiefs, they're like the journals are unprofessional in terms of like their tweets and stuff. I think Schefter even said something last season. I was like, Adam Schefter, really? But
Well,
it's the other teams now.
It's everyone. Everyone's complaining this year. I feel like there's not a decision that someone hasn't complained about. Major one as well.
The Eagles they've basically been benefiting off the tush push where this season, where other teams have actually got penalized for jump starting and stuff like that, and they haven't. And we've seen the evidence that they're doing it. Like we've seen that. We're gonna go into that game. We might as well just go straight into that game. We've seen the evidence that they got the first down. The play was still continued, and then was it Thibodeau? I think knocked the ball out of Hurts' hand. It was easily Giants' ball.
But then they call the play dead again. The rule is like, what are we doing? So when are you calling the plays dead? When are you letting plays go? What are we? If it's a tush push, is it okay? Cool, because he's lying there. You're gonna say the play's dead, but any other play that's allowed to happen, and then that fumble is allowed to be taken and taken back to the house, and there's a touchdown for the other team, i.e. the Giants. So I don't know, man. The ruling's been interesting. Champions get favorable calls. We know that. Certain players get favorable calls. We know that. That's how life is.
Which is fine, but just other teams have actually got penalized on their versions of tush pushes this season and stuff like that, or those close quarterback sneaks, the O linemen jumping and stuff like that, and the Eagles haven't.
It's because I think the refs are going, the refs have probably got it in their minds already. They're gonna get it. So why are we bothering? I think that's what the refs are going into it. They line up the tush push. They're gonna get it. We're probably gonna have to call a flag for something on the other team instead of on the Eagles, because the Eagles have done this. We've seen it. We've watched it so many times. It's worked. So I think the refs are going in with like a basis in their mind saying, they were the originators, so they perfected it. Instead of everyone else is, we're doing it, but there's a chance.
Yeah,
you can jump. So I think that's what I think they get the benefit of the doubt. They're champions as well, so they get that. But I don't think the tush push is going to be around for much longer.
Yeah, I think it's done with after this season. Like, obviously, you can't cut out in between season, but there just seems to be controversy with the tush push every other game now, and it's becoming more and more evident. And again, that play at the timing of that play, obviously the Eagles won 38-20, but at the timing of that play, the game was tied.
Yes.
So if the Giants were moving the ball fairly well in that first half. So again, not to say the Giants would have won, but it led to a drastic scoreline because the Eagles got the first down in great territory and they cashed in. And then boom, again, like I said, led to a chain of events where Scatterby got injured after those plays, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was, I don't know if it was switching sport quickly, it was like the Formula One. Lewis got jumped by Charles and Max when they went off track. Ferrari didn't tell Charles to give Lewis the place back. Couple laps later, Max and Lewis nearly collide. Lewis goes off track. Lewis is the only one in the whole race that gets a 10-second penalty. But because Ferrari didn't didn't catch.
Let
No,
them
I
go.
won't even say catch. They didn't sort out the incident with Charles and Lewis earlier to say, Charles, give Lewis the place back because you've gone off track and you've jumped him when Lewis was P2. Then boom, chain of events. And
Yep.
I'll say it in a lot of sports as well. It's like when NFL, not so much, but like in the NBA, when players, or even in our football, when players fight or it leads to something drastic happening, when a ref hasn't got control of a game, it's easy for competitors to naturally lose their mind if they feel like the ref's taking the piss and the opposition player is getting the better of them, or like doing the little jabs, fouls, whatever, and the ref's still allowing it. Do you know what I mean? So, chain of events. Maybe Scatterby wouldn't have
You never
broke,
know, innit? Nothing
broke
always
his.
needs to.
He might not
You
have
never.
been in that position to break his ankle like that because those are freak plays. It's not like that's a, oh yeah, the injury was pending. He's in red.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So chain
He
of
does
events.
play reckless, but it's not like he plays reckless enough for that to happen. But NFL, those injuries are
Yeah,
as
yeah.
much as
We've
they,
seen a
they just
few.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they happen because people are always entangled. People always falling on each other. They're coming down from you get what I mean? There's so many mad things that can happen on any possible play. So it's unfortunate because he was a spark plug for them.
Mm.
But yeah, on the game, I think the Giants are done now. I think too many main key injuries. I feel like they're Jackson Dart fed off Scatterboo fed off Jackson Dart. That's now completely gone. There's no Malik Neighbors. You're kind of
Yeah.
there offensively. There's only so much you can do. I like Jackson Dart, but I almost feel like he needs to protect himself more as a quarterback because, bro, there's only so it's not every day is not the Super Bowl. Every game you don't have to play like you're willing to die.
He gives off
Sometimes,
the Baker vibe, so do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
but sometimes slide. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes slide, bro. There's nothing wrong with sliding. So, but yeah, the Eagles get a benefit of that. Champions are champions. They're kind of playing back to what we felt like they should have started the season. Kind of like Saquon had a big game, probably the first of the season. I know he got hurt though, so I don't know what his situation is right
Yeah.
now. AJ Brown obviously didn't play, so that probably helped out the offense. I don't say help, but there was less complaints. There was less, we have to force feed the ball over there. There's no one we're looking at to, oh God, if AJ ain't touched it, we're gonna hear something. So,
But I think it helped because Saquon got going straight away. Because
exactly
Hurts
the
had
run.
a very good game, but didn't throw for too many yards. He was just very efficient. What, 4
Yeah,
TDs he threw for? But it's because Saquon finally broke his first 20-plus yard run all season, which happened to be a 60-yard touchdown. And I think he's just behind Adrian Peterson now on 60-plus yard touchdown.
Yes, it seems like it because he last year anyway he was ripping them off every week.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
but
no,
yeah,
the Eagles offense, they're looking better. It's not
yeah.
finalized. They're just looking better. Hurts back-to-back games, very solid, very high completion percentages as well. Dotson stepped up in AJ Brown's absence, and then Dallas Goddard. All the Titans ate on tight end day. I need to
Always.
start putting money on them especially those the backup tight ends. They always eat on national tight end day. So
Yep. Because there's a play being designed specifically for them on that day. It's like every team goes, okay, cool, we're gonna design a play for you. If we get the chance, we're gonna
yeah,
throw it to you.
yeah, no, it's true. Yeah, no, the Eagles they seem to be back in nick. It's just again AJ Brown because his injury was hamstring, wasn't it? But it
Yeah,
depends how it because obviously they only announced he was injured the day before the game.
yeah, it
So
was a late kind of.
yeah, and then Saquon in game hamstring as well. But if it's not serious, then that's what they will be hoping. Do you know what? We've slandered them all season. Well, you in particular. The Dolphins winning at the Falcons. You have to give them the bells there.
You
Tua
do.
especially, he had a great game. He had a black eye before the game. I was
Yep.
like, broski, is this or red eye, whatever? I was like, is this safe for you to play? But
It's 2
he played well. Again, one of his it's like when Tua's at his apex, he's high percentage in terms of his pass completion.
Right.
And obviously you've got the speed demons, even though Tyreek's out, you've got Waddle, you've got Achan that can catch from behind as well. So no, it was a very like mature performance from the Dolphins, and that's not something they've been associated with quite a bit.
Yeah, this year I'd say this year definitely not. It felt like they had a real sit down meeting in the week and said, okay, cool, let's hash out all our problems and let's get back to actually playing football.
Mm.
And um, the one team which is weird, yeah, the one team you want to play when you're going through nonsense is the Falcons, because the Falcons kickstarted a lot of seasons. They kickstarted us with the Panthers, you know, and they look like they might have just kickstarted something in the Dolphins. You get what I mean?
But then they could dominate the Bills. Like,
That's do you get what I mean? It's so odd. Uh, that's my mate. Like Dolphins did well. Tua played well. You know, sometimes you expect that of a quarterback that's paid that much money.
mhm,
Kirk Cousins, I don't know.
mhm.
I don't know. Maybe they made the right choice to obviously go to Penix Jr., but Kirk Cousins can't get this bad or look like this in the span of like 10 games. He wasn't this bad. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but again, he's also come from an Achilles injury.
I know, but that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, but like you see, like how Rogers took longer. Rogers had his just before.
Mm.
Now Rogers is looking good again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Roger's always been a starter. Obviously, Kirk got benched, so it's like you're not playing as much. So
Mhm.
there's not enough reps probably. But at the same time, he wasn't looking great because the Falcons have weapons everywhere. You got Bijan Robinson, you got Drake London, you've got weapons everywhere to use. But I don't understand what preparation they're doing throughout the week where they can go
Yeah,
from one high to such a low. It doesn't ever make sense to me, and they're so topsy turvy. They're gonna have to get something corrected in their management, in their coaching, just in mindset, clearly, because you can't dominate the Bills like you did and come and lose to the Dolphins
yep,
like that. And it's always blowouts. It's not like it's a close game.
yeah, it's true. I think they're the weirdest team in the league, you know,
Mm.
because the talent that they have, the games that they've played, they shouldn't be 3-4. Like even again, like you said with Kirk Cousins, that's a game. I think we even said, oh, if Kirk Cousins playing, they should still win that. Do you know what I mean? Like
The game you want to play.
obviously with the way the Dolphins were playing, but yeah, it was absolute utter dominance. Bijan had a costly turnover um
Yeah, the
in that game. But again, credit to the Dolphins. They played for the team, like you said, probably had a serious sit down, not a sit down where Tua's gonna come and speak about it and all that stuff, or no one's attending these meetings, etc. So yeah, no, fair play, Dolphins. The Ravens beating the Chicago Bears. Um, yeah, thoughts. I'll leave that one to you.
Well, the season was on the line, wasn't it? So, with the news coming out that Mr. Jackson was not going to play, it was like, oh god, the season might be done for them.
Mhm.
But I feel like they did the correct thing this time. Instead of going to Cooper Rush, they go to Tyler Huntley. Tyler Huntley is not Lamar Jackson, but he's the most similar player to Lamar Jackson that you're gonna get
I don't know why they just didn't re-sign him early in the
the
summer.
first time.
Like he's deputized for Lamar where well enough, or same, even his bad games is same similar style. So the rest of the offense can still kind of obviously he's not Lamar, but yeah,
It works the same way in terms of the way the run game works the same way. With Cooper Rush, you're changing your whole system.
yeah,
Like we're now a throwing the ball team. He's not going anywhere.
yeah,
With Huntley, you have to actually key in on him because it's similar to playing Lamar, just in terms of what they may do. Do you get what I mean? So I feel like that offensive move was the correct thing, but it's like a little bit too late.
yeah.
I feel that the running game got going. Derrick Henry finally got back into the end zone.
Hmm.
The defense showed up as much as they still gave up points. They showed up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not 40 points, so you
Oh,
should be
they only
happy with.
gave up like 16, but to
Yeah,
be fair, they did give up yardage in general.
that's the thing, and they were
Yeah,
always in the red zone, but they stopped. They stopped Caleb from scoring points. Um, so yeah, when you have a game like that for your lives, I feel like they needed to win. They stepped up when it mattered. People aren't cussing the coaches and wanting people sacked anymore because they made the right decision for once. So yeah, they look good. They look good. They got a big game coming up on Thursday against the Dolphins, and
mhm,
then they can go on a run of games if Lamar's healthy to kind of get their season back on track. And with the way the AFC North is looking right now, currently, they have a well enough chance to win it because the teams in that division clearly don't want to win games.
Yeah.
When they have a chance to take the division away, they lose, and but yeah,
It's
the
great.
Ravens were good.
It's crazy to say that a team that's 2-5 can we even not even win it can easily win it. Obviously,
Yes,
we say easily, it will probably come down to the last 2 weeks, but yeah.
because if you think about it, what the Steelers are, what 4-5? No,
No,
they can't be 4.
4-3, 4-3.
4-3, and then the Bengals just keep losing
They're
games.
what, 3-4? No, 3-5.
Yeah,
Yeah, because only the Bengals haven't had a bye out of our Browns. I don't even care about that. But
the Browns are what 2-6.
is it
Yeah,
two? I feel like they've won one.
the Browns are 2-6.
Oh yeah, they've won two. Yeah.
The Packers. So yeah, they're having a think about it, 2-6. The highest team, the highest win rate in your division is 4 wins. Two wins. You got to play those are 2 wins. You got to play against that team. Do you
Yeah,
get one?
because the Ravens actually haven't played the Bengals. I mean, they haven't played the
Steelers.
Steelers actually either. Yeah.
So that's 2 wins you get back, and then you're basically in the lead in your division. So this is why it's so odd. And then the Bears, Caleb is a week to week man for me, man. I don't understand.
It's getting hard to not even defend him, like just positively speak about him, because again, he had nearly 300 yards throwing the ball, but bro, that key interception, it's like, and then the Ravens cashed in on this. You lost your team the game.
Yeah, it's just it's like, bro, every week now. Come on, you have a good few weeks, and you're conservative, and you protect the ball. And then when you're asked to do a bit more than what they asked you to do last week, you then go and do this. Because at the end of the day, you're looking at that Lamar's not in the game. That's another game you should really win
Yeah.
with the points that everyone's been putting up on that defense.
And yeah, even if he was in the game, like you said, the way the defense have been giving up, because I was just checking, they out-yarded the Ravens by like 20 yards, just 20 yards, but they still got nearly 400 yards total.
Right. And only 16 points. So that means you're kicking field goals.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
because like Caleb and Nduze, they were connecting well, but then there's just again, Caleb's got so much talent, but he does some wayward throws. I'm like, bro, what are you seeing? Like, so
wayward. Sometimes you're throwing the ball at 1,000 miles per hour at people. I'm like, bro, it's uncatchable.
yeah. I'm like, we get it, your arm's strong, we get it, but like, relax, yeah. But that again, big win for the Ravens. I've seen a lot of Ravens Twitter, and to be fair, they've been saying it for weeks. They don't know why Snoop Huntley hasn't been playing. Again, even though he only threw for nearly 200 yards, he ran for about 50 plus yards off 8 carries. So he was very effective. Do you know what I mean?
It's just the fact you have to worry about him.
Yeah, but then the flip side is like with Lamar not playing last minute, it's looking like there's not full alignment between the Ravens coaching staff and then Lamar when it comes to his status. Or because even like with Ricard at the beginning of the season, John Harbaugh was like, "Oh yeah, he'll be back soon." That was Ricard's first game back.
Yeah, and it's 8.
Yeah, and then he's done the same. They've basically done the same thing with Lamar. Oh, he won't be out for that long. Lamar only went to practice last Wednesday, and then they had to change their statement because obviously, like the betting lines and stuff like that, or the legal aspects are just like it's happened a few times now. Even when Lamar's been injured in the past, maybe Lamar just thought, you know what, I'm not gonna until I'm fully healthy. Because some people try to cheekily say, "Oh, Lamar's quitting on the team" and stuff like that. Nah, until I'm fully healthy, or don't put the wrong information out and start giving people false hope.
It's true, but I feel like they did it to sell tickets because they knew people weren't turning up to watch nonsense anymore. So they're thinking, bro, we say Lamar's playing, people will come out. We're due to get a win.
I hear
So
it. But
I think
they've got Derek Henry. Like, if you know Lamar's coming back in the season, the fans aren't going to not turn up. Do you know what I mean?
I know, but these Ravens fans, they seem like they're very fickle. They just, every time something bad happens, sack him. Get rid of him. He's faking it. Do you get what I mean? So, like, I think they just put it out there. And I think they put it out there, honestly, because they felt like he did practice fully. Then they have to go back and say, he's not playing. I'm sure you can just say on Saturday he wasn't feeling right after practice. Is that not an okay thing to say?
That's what I thought. But the way they had to put out another statement, I was like, hmm. And you know what? Yeah, this season, as much I work in the past, it's not that I've gotten Ravens fans, but I'll just be like, oh, whatever you say. But this season, I feel like their complaints have been justified, because it's more so the media that have, for instance, people were blaming Todd Monken, and I'm like, or giving him some blame. I was like, bro, the Ravens were like, before Lamar got injured, they were arguably the highest scoring offense in the league. So Todd Monken's fine, the OC. Do you know what I mean? He's the
Right.
OC, right? Like, he's
Yeah.
fine. Like, it's the head coach and the defense. So,
That's what you look at. But then they're obviously saying because when Lamar went out, they averaged 6.5 points a game. They're going, well, what's the OC really doing?
Cooper Rush. That was
That,
the problem.
yeah, simply that.
Because Snoop Huntley comes in and starts a full game and they get 30 points.
It's just, it's incompetence from I don't know.
For me, it's a management thing with the Ravens, because the Ravens are known as, like, especially from the board up, as a stellar organization, all this jazz. Bro, they haven't been that stellar. Lamar's covered up a lot of, or papered over a lot of cracks for them over the years, but you won't, no one will really take notice as much until he's not playing.
Because every time he hasn't played, they just lose for fun. They're a terrible team. Like on record wise, they're a terrible team when Lamar's not on the field, record wise. So you can see now when he's out for extended periods of time during the season, when he did his knee that time and they knew he weren't coming back. Yeah, they were like, okay, we're already in playoff contention, so someone else is gonna have to take us to the promised land. Yeah. Whereas when it's in the season and now you're like, oh my goodness, we're meant to be this great team because that's how the media have put us on the top of the pedestal. We're the best team in football. No. You have one of the top 3 players in football. You don't have the best team.
And then arguably him being the most dynamic player in the league.
Exactly.
Like, even someone on Ravens Twitter come across my timeline. They tweeted Derrick Henry's running stats with and without Lamar. Obviously, Derrick Henry's always been a legend and always great super yardage. But like last season, when the media were trying to do Lamar can't win MVP because of how good Derrick Henry was, when they showed whoever showed the stats, like Derrick Henry ran so well off less carries because Lamar's there. Do you know what I mean? Because defenses were focused on him. Now, I forgot the numbers. I'll find the tweet and I'll send it to you. But it's just like, yeah.
It's true. It is true. And it's similar. I'm not here to bash the Bills or anything, but it's like, if it was Josh Allen, it's different because James Cook, as you've stated many a time, if he doesn't have 100 yards,
I'm coming.
But I'm just saying, if he doesn't have 100 yards, they don't win the game more time.
Oh, if he has 100, they win, basically.
Yeah. That's what I mean. So if we don't have 100, it's going to be a tough game. Yeah. So, like, why is James Cook accounted for as a okay running back, but Derrick Henry's a great one without Lamar? But you know the comparison. It just don't make sense. But
obviously,
we know.
Because Derrick Henry done it like in Tennessee, I understand that aspect. But like you can even see last season with a lot of the Ravens games, he didn't have massive amount of carries like he had in Tennessee when he was just bang, 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 kept going. Like he could have
a lot of that hockey runs. Yeah. He had a lot of big runs last year, which were odd because we hadn't seen him be breaking off runs like that for years.
He was basically doing Saquon runs.
Yeah, very similar, literally. So, but yeah, Ravens back on track, I guess, and then Dolphins Thursday, and let's see. And hopefully Lamar's back. If not, then they can get the win of Snoop again.
Yeah. Another team in that division who let up a big lead to the worst team record-wise in the NFL. The Bengals losing to the Jets. New York Jets, congratulations on your first win of the season, because I said you were going winless all season, and Justin Fields and co. Brees Hall, you said otherwise. So congratulations.
Congratulations.
Because I know it was a real tough week for Justin Fields, basically getting called out by the owner. I watched his post of him saying like he just went into the closet throughout the week and he was crying and stuff like that. And then getting the support from his family members, and just the challenge. And he was just focused. Like, he didn't have a spectacular game or anything like that, but it's a very solid game in it. So
efficient, kept his team in the game when they needed to be in the game, didn't lose the game. Because that's a key thing. He did not lose the game and didn't do too much to win the game. When he had to make the key plays, he made the key plays. The 2-point conversions were key.
Yeah.
And he key in making those 2-point conversions. And then the defense, as much as they weren't good all day, they stepped up on the final drive.
They stepped up in the last 5-6. The second half of the fourth quarter, they stepped up basically. Because I think the Jets were up by like 12, and I was like, oh yeah. I mean the Bengals, sorry.
They're about 14. They're about 14.
Yeah. I'm like, but again, Breece Hall, he had a very good game running the ball, which was key for them. It's them finding that balance with that offense. They do need, because Breece Hall's got a lot of talent, but they need him to rush the ball well, and just their run game in general. And Breece Hall threw a touchdown. So
yeah. I think that, you know what, it's a rebuild year. We all know what the Jets are. I think they can actually, from this win, kick on and maybe win 2 or 3 more games. I think that's all. I can give them 2 or 3 more wins because I know they're playing the Browns. I don't know the rest of their schedule, but I know they got the Browns and I know they're terrible. So I could give them opportunities to win games in spots. And, you know, they're an offense that has shown you they can put up points. Well, not usually, but in the first week they put up points.
Yeah.
This week they put up points. They also held the Broncos to a low scoring point. It's their weird odd team as well.
Yeah.
They lose a lot, but they're a weird odd team. So big up them.
They could be in games and still lose.
Yeah. Big up them for the win.
They could be in low scoring games and lose, in high scoring games and lose. It's just like
It's like whatever the game is, we're gonna be in it.
Yeah.
We're just not gonna come out on top.
Yeah, no, big up them for the win. Again, Justin Fields, I lost hope because I've always wanted him to do well, but it was just looking really bleak. And he only played because Tyrod was injured.
Tyrod Taylor's got the worst luck in the world, by the way.
Yeah, but it was a blessing in disguise for Justin Fields because he wasn't going to start. And then he has a game that he needs for them to get their first win. So, yeah. You mentioned James Cook. The Bills, what a game by James Cook.
Yes.
James Cook game. And then all I heard on commentary, they spoke about James Cook, but once Josh Allen got his passing touchdown,
the one to Shakir that Shakir ran 60 yards for.
Yes. The big topic or the big achievement of the game is the fact that Josh Allen is now leading in NFL history, which is credit to him in passing and rushing touchdowns in a game. He overtook Cam Newton. But like that was seen as like the big achievement. Even later on in the evening games, they were talking about like the highlights from the earlier games, and they referenced Josh Allen, and I was thinking, James Cook had 200 yards. Only him and Rico Dowdle have had 200-yard games this season.
Rushing.
Yes, rushing.
Or rushing. Yeah, bro. Hey, obviously they dominated my Panthers, so I wasn't happy, but you know.
Andy Dalton lost you. No word of lie, if Bryce was playing, that game would have been tight.
I was about to say.
That game, because even early on in the game, it was quite nip and tuck.
Yeah, because we were stopping them, you know. They were getting field goals. Then I was thinking, okay, cool, Andy, just give me something. And what he was giving me is interceptions and nonsense. I
was like, bro, how experienced are you? Like,
sometimes, when I understand you still want to make your bread in the NFL and, you're a backup and you can just chill. But, bro, you look like you don't even give a dash.
It was like, going back to the Falcons game on the fourth and fairly long, and Kirk Cousins basically threw a 1 or 2 yard pass. I'm like, broski, the game's on, like, you need to get over 7-8 yards. Why are you doing a check down at 1 yard on 4th down?
Bro, some of these brothers, I know you got to make your bread and I'd be doing the same thing too. But, honestly, when it's time, let it go. Because you're wasting that time. As a fan, I'm watching thinking, bro, All I'm thinking is, do we have anyone else? I'm just sitting there thinking, do we have anyone else that we could bring in that's a bit more mobile, that will do something?
I was so surprised he played the full game.
The it got to the point where you're like, you know what, the game's finished. The game was finished like early third. So you know, at that point, I was like, yeah, cool. It don't matter anymore. I turned it off.
On the third part, you saying the game's over. I tweeted. It might seem, fans, listeners, it might seem like I'm sending for Josh Allen, but I watched carefully. He was stat padding because he could have come out the game. he rushed another touchdown. I was like, because he's had a bad couple weeks, let's get the total touchdowns up. He was stat padding because he didn't even have over 100 yards at one point.
Do you know what? Because I remember looking. Well, when I was watching,
well, obviously, yeah.
it was when he threw the first passing touchdown, and they were commentating, and they're like, "Oh, it's all Josh Allen here," and I was like, "Bro, he basically threw a 5-yard out route,
yeah,
and the ball went 60 yards." I said, "That's bad tackling from the Panthers," and Josh Allen stood there and watched.
Yeah,
and it's all Josh Allen there. I said, "You know what? At this point, you're never gonna get the media to say anything wrong about him, so we may as well just join the crew."
Yeah, bro, you saw it in their losses. Sorry, this is not a bash Josh Allen session, but we saw it in their losses. They were saying he needs more help. They win again.
It's all him.
James Cook had more yards than Josh Allen.
Exactly, but it's all him. But that's what it is. The media will tell you it's all him. It's just like, okay.
James Cook carried 19 and ran for 216.
Joe, you just have to say it's okay.
Anyway, like I've said weeks ago, as long as James Cook runs for over 100 yards, the Bills generally win.
Yeah.
He's the key. He's a big key, especially with the way they've made Josh Allen play over the last coming up for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Because it was 2 years ago, halfway through that season, when Joe Brady and the offense changed. Bro, it's it's not a 1A, 1B, because we've seen Josh Allen go as Superman. Do you know what I mean? But it's kind of similar to obviously he's better than him, but it's kind of similar to how Hurts is.
With Saquon Barkley, yeah.
Yeah, you only need Hurts to step up at certain times. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Josh Allen, you don't need the cape all the time. As long as James Cook has a good game, they generally win.
Yeah.
They generally win. So, yeah, James Cook should be given way more flowers because, again, 200 yards against any opposition is not easy. We're coming up to week 9. We're about to talk about those games. And there's only been 2 200-yard rushers this season. And they both happen to be involved in the Panthers.
There's no surprise there, man. You know, our defense is week to week as well.
Bro, even you lot, obviously Chuba Hubbard's back. But Rico Dowdle was rushing the ball better than him. And I was like, about Chuba Hubbard had more carries. And I was like,
as I said, I don't know what we're trying to do.
Rico Dowdle's been historic in back-to-back games.
You stay with the hot hand, but you know the NFL, you get paid more. We want to put you on the field. In my head, I'm thinking, bro, we could do the Sonic and Knuckles thing that they got in Detroit.
Yeah.
But I don't need to see Hubbard on the field as much.
Yeah.
It could be a Sonic and Knuckles. You know what we need to do? 3rd and 5. When we want to run, it's a bad play to run on, but 3rd and 5 when to run.
Well, I mean, with Andy Dalton, I understand. It could be 3rd and 7 run.
Yeah. That's what we need Hubbard in. And in fact, put both of them in, just one as a decoy. You get what I mean? We should have both of them at that point. But hey, bad game, bad week. But we'll get another win streak.
You lot need Bryce back. Hopefully he's back next game.
Yes.
But Texans 49ers, CJ Stroud.
Yes.
Very good game.
CJ.
One bad turnover in terms of the interception, but very good game.
I feel like it's his best game that he's played this year, bar the Ravens game, because there was no that. So I feel like the best game he's played this year. It felt like watching rookie CJ Stroud.
Yeah,
he commanded the game. He made all the throws that needed to be made. And yeah, he was real, he was special. The CJ Stroud.
He shared the ball well with his receivers as well.
Exactly. It wasn't just what they're doing in Cincinnati right now, Jamar Chase or no one.
Yeah.
It was literally let me share the ball around, let me get everyone involved. And as much as the 49ers are depleted on defense, they're still a good defense. They're still a good unit. So to be able to put up points against them and to like get your team back in a position where you think, okay, cool, let's try and make some moves in this division. Of course, the Colts are leading and Jacksonville are there, but let's try and get to somewhere so we can push on. So I felt like CJ Stroud's back to that was for me personally his best game this season. And and the 49ers another injury ridden game, which is crazy, but I just feel sorry for them. But hey, there's something, God is telling them something.
And the thing, the Texans done the best job of holding CMC. So Mac Jones didn't really get going, but it was so key for them holding CMC. So
he held to like under 50 yards.
25 rushing the ball. 8 carries for 25, and he caught the ball only for 43 yards. So
yeah. So they did as you said last week, you stop CMC, you stop their offense to some capacity.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Great win for the Texans. We'll see if they can go on a little hot hand with that. We touched up on it just before we started podding about Myles Garrett having a historic game, 5-sack game, and then in the context of the game, it just didn't matter.
Didn't matter at all.
Because Drake Maye is being historic, but the Patriots, I understand Deji's concerns even more now.
They're really for real.
Yeah.
Especially you could be up on a defense like that, because that is one of the top 3 defenses in the league. You be up on a defense like that, whilst Myles Garrett's getting 5 sacks. You gotta understand that you're a good team in a good place, well coached.
Mm-hmm.
May sharing the ball around as well. He had one bad interception, but I feel like after
he bounced back so well from that,
Yes. Yeah, quickly as well. It was like, okay, cool. The Browns kind of held them in check until the second half. Like the Browns kind of kept them. They kept it a game until the third quarter, and then
it was 9-7 at halftime. Yeah.
Yeah, then Drake May took over, and you could see the difference in coaching, the difference in quarterback play, the difference in all-round kind of just team play offensively. Because, but the Browns, Lord God.
But yeah, do you know what? I think I even tweeted. I was like, it's such a shame, Myles Garrett. We don't see him in enough big games. Basically postseason games and stuff. Because he's the best defensive end of this generation. Like he NFL history of the most sacks under the age of 30. It's just, and then obviously his best game, but
just it doesn't. That's the maddest thing. As good as he is, he doesn't actually impact the game in any capacity. If you get what I mean, it doesn't impact the score line of the game. Like it might impact the game, but there's not.
He impacts it if it's a low scoring game.
Yeah, but if the offense can't do anything, so no, like
if the offense don't give him a chance, when it's meant to be the other way around of him, the defensive player is giving him giving the offense a chance, which he did, but the back end again. Credit to the Patriots offense. Like you said, from head coach Vrabel, but Josh McDaniel, he's play calling. You can see why he's a top OC. Like head coach, maybe not the best, but as an OC, yeah.
Some people know their roles. That's his role. Do you get what I mean? I feel like Kevin Stefanski should go in. No, in fact, he shouldn't. I'm lying. I said I feel like he should be an offensive coordinator. No, he should not be. I don't know what he should be. But
he won coach of the year a few years ago.
Someone won him coach of the year. Whoever he had out there, we're winning him coach of the year. Because the stuff I'm seeing now, I watched the Browns. I was just skimming through games this weekend. I wasn't watching anyone particularly. So
thank God you didn't. Yeah. Take a bad game.
I sat on the Browns game for a period of time, and I was watching when they had the ball on offense, and I was like, I don't really get it. That's one thing I don't get. There was no movement. Dylan Gabriel didn't play well. I don't really understand what their plan is going forwards from here, because nothing's changing, and you can't make these drastic changes unless you make a drastic change. Do you get what I mean? So you either have to change personnel or you stay the same. Yep. And I don't see them changing personnel, so I feel like they're going to stay the same until someone, the owner, makes a move.
No, I mean we'll see if obviously Shador was ruled out quite late before the
Yeah.
game to play, but we'll see if he gets a chance soon this season because it's not really gonna get any better under Dylan Gabriel, is it? So
Stefanski said he's their guy right now, so
where just before we move on Drake May, he's now just the fifth quarterback with 200 plus passing yards and 100 plus passer rating in 7 consecutive games within a season at any age in NFL history. Aaron Rodgers has done it twice, Tom Brady once, Peyton Manning once, and Patrick Mahomes once. That's an
he's
NFL history.
it's a hell of a list he's joining.
Yep.
He's playing like a top 5 quarterback right now, bro.
And again, he's clean in terms of percentage. Yeah, he's an MVP candidate.
Oh, 100%.
Without a doubt, he's easily at MVP. He might be top 3 now.
If they end up
winning the division.
Yeah, 40. No, I was going to say 14. 13 and 4.
Even 12. Even 12 and 5. I think for that team.
Yeah, I think he might win the MVP.
He's got.
It depends. It depends what stuff happens elsewhere because there's some MVP candidates that are just not quarterbacks.
Yeah, obviously, I haven't checked the rest of their schedule, but I think I said last week they're a team no team would want to face. Like, because they got playmakers on defense. Like, some of that interception, the guy that dived, that was unreal, that play.
Yeah.
And obviously them having Christian Gonzalez back, him just being on the field. Obviously, I'm not saying he's of that level, but it's like when Pat Surtain's on the field. You know, like you could see the Broncos defense not be as assured when Pat Surtain got injured. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
The penalties and all that stuff. So it's just, yeah, that was a top one. Don't need to touch this game too much. The Bucks, they've got back to winning ways, but it wasn't the best of performances for them. Again, not the greatest game for Baker, but the Saints, yeah, Ratled's probably now reverted back to how people expected him to be, and he got benched. And Slough wasn't any good, if that's his name.
Shock, Tyler Shock.
So, yes.
Yeah.
I remember just seeing.
Yeah.
Look whatever the name is.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
The Bucks, the Bucks need to get healthy because they're feeling the injuries. Like, they are feeling the injuries a lot. Because and then AFC South matchup, which we don't need to go into too much, but the Colts, the best offense, and right now the best historical offense in NFL history.
I'll be honest, yeah. I'm running out of superlatives and thumbnails to write for the Colts because every week it is Colts dominate. Colts go crazy, bro. The Colts just win, man. They're actually a very, very, very good team. I think they have the MVP right now on their team in Jonathan Taylor. The way
Daniel Jones had a very good game again.
He did. But the way Taylor's playing right now, bro, he's looking like he's going to break that touchdown record because it seems like it's 3 every week for him.
It's 3 all-round touchdowns in the last 3 games. But if you got the last one where they thought it was a rushing touchdown, but then they realized, if he had that, it would have been 3 straight games of 3 rushing touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you're right.
Which would have broke a record.
Yeah.
So,
but they look good, man. They look good. It's amazing, as we said. It's just like we were talking about the Browns. One personnel switch at the quarterback position. The team hasn't changed, bro. That's the thing.
The thing with the Colts, their receivers have always been reliable. It's not their wow, but Pittman Jr., for instance, he's always been very good. Like, I remember a couple of years ago, I was like, Chiefs, let's try get him. Obviously, cheekily before the Colts had played him. It's like. So
Reese is really sitting there thinking, bro, I brought luck to Indianapolis. I can't believe it.
I'm doing the same thing.
I told him his team was terrible, bro. And now I don't know anything.
I saw the Chatterbox post the other day of him saying of him being the reason why Daniel Jones is performing like the way he is. But again, they've got Pittman Jr. is their one. Alex Pierce, he's reliable. Tyler Warren, flipping love him. I've sung his praises already. Serious Titan. And then again, like we said, Jonathan Taylor is back to his absolute best, and
Mm-hmm.
could be even better than Saquon last year.
Yeah, it's looking that way. He's on pace for like 2,224 yards.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh,
And
bro,
he's on pace to break all scrimmage yards as well.
it's if they stay healthy, we're gonna see an interesting playoffs. That's all I can say. I can't say because I've seen Daniel Jones in the playoffs once, so I know under the bright lights things change. So if they stay healthy, the way they're playing right now, and this continues, gonna be interesting.
You asked last week about their game with the Chiefs if the NFL can change the schedule.
They
I've been
can,
seeing apparently
they
it's
can.
potentially going to happen because I can't remember the two teams that I've meant that are the TV game. It might be the Rams and someone else, but or the Rams game that they're going to swap. But apparently, it's in the works, or maybe it's just the Twitter sphere and me
Now
getting
they
fucked
can
up.
change them. You can change them. I read up about it. After week 8, I believe,
Yeah,
you can change the games. It depends on what network want what game. Like if it's a Cowboys game, they're never changing it because they don't ever get them, and that's the most viewed game. So the money's going to your network. But if it's like that sort of game where it's a primetime game, they can change and move them around because they can say the Browns were, for instance, were playing the Jets at the Sunday night game, which shouldn't happen, but it could because everyone gets an opportunity.
yeah.
They would then move that Sunday night game to another slot somewhere else.
Because I think the Colts Chiefs is a normal 6 o'clock slot. Well, six
Yeah,
o'clock our time, 1 o'clock for them.
yeah. But they move it to they
I
move it
think
to
they're gonna push it
slot.
to our 9:25, which is their
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
evening primetime game.
yeah, yeah. You still get a primetime game. It's just not that
Yeah,
primetime, not your standalone game. So I feel like that needs to be moved to like that sort of time.
yeah. Because
Even this week, I would have said the Chiefs Bills should have been moved to that time, but
no, it is. That's a 9:25. That's the 9:25. Our 9:25 primetime game.
yeah, I thought it should have been moved to the
Late.
Sunday game.
Oh, the standalone Sunday night game.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Now, to be fair, it does make a difference. Yeah, I get what you're saying. So I know for a fact I would have definitely watched that. It's because if I'm out
yeah,
Sunday, then I don't know.
yeah,
But yeah, I think they're gonna try and move the Colts Chiefs to the evening primetime game, even though the other games are gonna be on. Um,
yeah, yeah. You could do that.
it makes sense. I mean, you got right now the America's team in terms of the Chiefs, and then they're the best team in the NFL right now.
Yep,
Like not even in the AFC, they're the best team in the NFL.
yep.
That's it. You can't. No one can
No,
get worse for them. The Broncos absolutely putting BTA on the Cowboys. I think we all had the Cow. Maybe Dedge was the only one that had the Broncos, isn't it?
yeah, he might have had the Cowboys as well. Because coming off of last week, seeing what they did to the Commanders,
Mm,
we were like, and the Broncos haven't been putting up points, or they have been, but they haven't been winning games until it's the fourth quarter.
yeah,
So, what was to expect them to be any different? But they were massively different. Even though Bo Nix for an interception off of it on the first drive,
he
I'm
bounced
thinking,
back well. He bounced back
yeah,
well.
I'm thinking Dak's gonna come and do his thing, but then Dak was even turning the ball over. So I was like, yeah, okay. As much as I was high on the Cowboys last week, their defense is terrible. Um,
It's arguably the worst in the NFL.
yeah, so you can't stop anyone. You're relying on one man to win you get well, not one man. I say three, four. They got a running game now
Yeah,
to win you games, and yeah, it's not gonna work every week, especially when you're away from home in Mile High. Yeah,
yeah. No, it was bad. It was bad still. Yeah, we all had the Cowboys actually, but
yeah,
the Broncos, I they deserve their respect. They deserve their respect. Because again, they contain the best offense in the NFL. Um,
yeah.
that it's their pass rush is intense, man. It was
Mm-hmm.
intense. That goes under pressure all game, like, and he just didn't look as comfortable. And I think I said it last week. I was like, "Oh, we're all picking the Cowboys, me included." But I was like, "The Cowboys away from home, I don't trust them."
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. So, but credit to the Broncos. Credit to Bo Nix. They had J.K. Dobbins. He had a good run game. Harvey had enough as well. So, and they just made plays. They made good plays, and they put the game to bed by halftime, basically.
Yep.
So, now
Good
that
team
was
win.
because what was it, 27-10 at halftime? Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
and
them.
I didn't feel like the Cowboys were gonna be.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop anyone. So I'm thinking, bro, you can score as much as you want. They're gonna carry on scoring too.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Fair play. Got to take the Broncos serious, even though I don't like them. But they've had they've got a favorable enough schedule where they'll win these 50-50 games. All the teams like they're slightly better than. And then big game, Jordan Love. Absolutely big game. It was basically the student against the master, and the student has overtaken the master. Like Aaron Rodgers was fine, but
Yeah.
again, the Packers pass rush put enough pressure. And then Jordan Love, that second half, the Packers offense, that second half was just amazing. Like, Kraft, what game. But yeah, thoughts on the Packers win and that Jordan Love performance?
This is the Jordan Love that we need to see on a consistent basis. I said last week, he will show you 5 of these games.
Mm-hmm.
He'll then show you 5 bad games. He'll then show you 5 of something different. If he is consistently like this, the Packers can be in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That is literally it. If he isn't consistent like this, the Packers can be where they want to be because they've got the defense to do it, and they've got the quarterback when he plays the right way. So I enjoyed just watching him throw the ball, man. At one point, he was 20 for 20. He hadn't even misplaced the pass. He was literally in the zone. I felt like going against Aaron Rodgers, it was like, okay, cool. I'm going to show him, even though they respect each other and they love each other, I'm going to show him.
Those are the ones you want to perform even the most. Like,
of course.
And Aaron Rodgers hadn't had, when I heard it, I was like, they were saying Jordan Love's done this since, and I was expecting them to say Aaron Rodgers. They were saying since Brett Favre. Yeah, in 2007, I think. I was like, wow.
Yeah, since Brett Favre.
Whenever it was, whatever year.
He was big for them. Micah Parsons was big for them. He was huge for them. Obviously, we know what Micah can do, but Micah really, really showed up and showed out.
That was the game, yeah. Just like last week, obviously, they beat the Cardinals, but like the Cardinals are not a great team, but they needed Micah's performance. Again, against the Steelers, they needed Micah's performance.
This is what you went out and paid for.
Yeah, because the Steelers were all right for, like, at halftime. I was like, I went bed then obviously rewatched the second half this morning, but I was like, oh yeah, the Steelers, not to say they're going to win it, but it was a good edgy game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'm still concerned with the Steelers defense though.
But it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I'm very concerned. They got names. You got a lot of names on there that aren't producing what they're paid for.
They're
and
tired.
This is the problem.
They're tired.
Yeah.
Because if that pass rush don't create immense pressure, that back end is not good right now.
And they're playing, they keep on playing everyone one-on-one, bro. You're not good enough. It's just
you're not who you think you are anymore.
You were these guys. Your name tells you.
They've told Matt Tomlin, no, I need him one-on-one.
Yeah, and he's thinking, okay, cool. But no, not anymore, bro. You can't do it anymore. You're killing yourselves because these managers beating you off the ball, beating you off the line, and you're thinking, everyone's wide open. And there's no, as you said, there's no pass rush. You have TJ Watt there, you have Hayward, but there's no one really affecting anything up front.
Because when the Steelers have like won games this season, their pass rush have done well. Do you know what I mean? But Jordan Love didn't get touched basically.
Have they actually beaten anyone though?
No, but like, I'm just saying
I know
they've won.
Have they actually beaten anyone? Let me think about it.
Let me see their schedule again. Because
they're beating the Jets, they're beating the Browns. I know that's 2 games.
I feel like I was gonna say they beat the Bengals, but they lost that game. Shit, and they've got the Colts next as well. Indy's coming to. They beat the Vikings.
Okay.
24-21.
In Ireland, remember?
That was in Ireland, and to be fair, the Vikings nearly came back.
Yeah.
Because the Vikings basically, yeah.
Was that Arsenal's first game as well?
Yeah. But they were up. I think they were up 15 in the heading into the fourth quarter, and then the Vikings came back and only lost 3. They beat the Patriots actually. That could have been even that game. The Patriots were in that game, but the Steelers caused 5 turnovers.
Yes.
And then the Patriots they didn't cause any that game. Like the Steelers had a close. I'm sure they didn't, but like even that game.
So they have one.
Aaron Rodgers had 1 interception that game, but
So they have one legit win really this season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
see.
that was a turnover ratio of 5-1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and
So,
that hasn't happened again.
and the Patriots were still in the game. So yeah, it's a sticky one for them. They need to go out and get a wide receiver before this trade deadline badly.
Yeah, I'd say so. Bro, I think they
I
need.
feel like their only best way right now is just scoring if they
Yeah,
can.
but you'd want someone in the defense though, because you need. Yeah, I actually don't know what's gonna. You spent so much money this offseason. You don't have any. You're gonna have to trade someone big
I
to
think
get
they've
someone
got
better.
the most expensive defense in the NFL,
Yes, they do.
So
They're
yeah.
in problems, but we'll see. We'll see.
But back to Jordan Love. Arguably, that was the best game a quarterback has played this season for me.
Yeah,
I think just his utter composure, control, not being phased. Maybe it's because it was a primetime game as well. I just thought Jordan Love was absolutely fantastic. Like,
I might go Baker against the Seahawks, but
fair. So
yeah,
that was fair. Fair. Maybe it's because I've been a bit down on Jordan Love, maybe. So I'm just might
yeah.
be
No,
going all the way the other end. But I was super impressed with that performance. And again, I think I said last week, I was like, I didn't know when Christian Watson was coming back. I didn't think he would be back that early.
yeah.
Christian Watson's big out. You can see he's their best receiver at the moment. So but again, is it Tucker Craft? He was superb.
Mhm.
So that's a proper titan that they've got there. Yeah, that is it for this week's review. Let us quickly go into our picks.
Yep.
Let me just get the schedule, which I have up, but I'll read Dege's. Or do you want to read Dege's?
Yeah, I can read mine. I can read. There's literally he's only got one difference for them. Yeah.
So Thursday night game, hopefully Lamar's return, which is expected against the Dolphins. We've all got the Ravens, haven't we?
Yep.
That
Ravens all
game
round.
that's it. Is Lamar from Miami? Am I bugging?
Yeah.
He
He's
is,
from
isn't it?
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is Snoop Huntley.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, the Ravens just do the right thing and have him as Lamar's backup for forever.
Forever.
It just makes sense. It makes sense. Oh, fair. Cool. Ravens, Giants, 49ers.
I think we've all got the 49ers.
Yes, we do. After actually, I think because of Scatterby's injury, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I chose them. And and you know, I just go for the better coach team
Yeah.
at this point because the quarterback plays I think is going to be very similar. I think Mac Jones is better than Jackson Dart anyway right now in their current state of careers.
But
And
I
then
feel like if Jackson Dart was playing under Shanahan, he might be.
everyone's great though.
He might be a monster
No,
because he
he
can run
would
the
be.
ball well.
Yeah, he probably would be.
He
But
might
I'm
be a
just going
monster, bruv.
when it's back, I go off best coach after that.
Yeah,
So
no, I hear it. Titans, Chargers. We've all got the
yeah,
Chargers, if I'm not mistaken.
Chargers,
Lions, Vikings.
Lions all round.
Lions, indeed. Divisional game. Lions coming off their bye week. Patriots, Falcons.
Patriots all round because we know we cannot trust the Falcons, but
Whoever's
they'll
their
probably
quarterback.
end up winning this game.
Yep. And that game's in New England. Falcons, the only time I got some form of faith with them is at home. Like they're a bad road team. Steelers, Colts in Pittsburgh.
Colts
Colts as
all
well.
round.
Colts all round. Yeah. We just think they're going to continue this run.
Yep.
Against a overrated bad defense, and they're the best offense in the NFL. AFC. Texans, Broncos.
Broncos. Me and Dej Broncos.
I've got Broncos as well, but I was nearly falling for how the Texans played.
Yeah, I did nearly two as well, but then I said, you know what, I'm not going to I'm not going against the Broncos. I did that last week because I was fooled about how the Cowboys played. So
Same. And the Broncos defense is good enough to just, if CJ's under pressure, he's not good.
yes,
Well, he's not been good for a while under pressure.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Broncos full house. Bengals Bears.
Me and Dej both got the Bengals.
I got the Bears, haven't I? I have,
Yes, you
yeah.
do.
I got the Bears. I was going back and forth with myself. I don't know if it's me wanting Caleb to do well or just also thinking, has Joe Flacco run out of juice?
See, I would say that, but Joe Flacco, he's still putting up loads of points.
He is, but he only had like 200 yards, 220.
Yeah, but they got a run game.
Fuck, he's running the ball himself.
Yeah,
Chase
exactly.
Brown. Chase
Yes,
Brown does not deserve to be on the losing side. He plays in general. That
bro.
flea flicker when he read that Flacco got covered.
He said, "Yep, let me take off."
Yeah,
He was averaging like 8.9 or 9.8 yards per carry. So
yeah,
he was very, very effective there.
very, very. That was a disappointing loss for them. But I've got the Bears. I think I don't know if they'll do it, but I don't. They're two teams that just can't really be trusted. Packers Panthers.
Packers, everyone all around.
Clean sweep. Rams coming off a bye week versus the Saints.
Yeah, Rams. We don't even know who the Saints quarterback is. It could
Yep.
be someone off the street.
Yep. Raiders Jags. I actually went back and forth with myself on this.
On the Raiders, Jags.
Yeah.
No. I went Jags. Dej went Jags, but I went Jags simply because
I went Jags as well.
I just watched when I watched them against the Chiefs. I said I feel like you guys need to get rid of
That's a one-off.
I know, but they ain't playing well at all this season.
They've got their winning record, but I think they're two Lloyd and the other player, defensive player. I can't remember his name, that got injured when missing last game. I don't think they're back, and I feel like obviously Devin Lloyd's been their best defensive player. I was seeing that Brian Thomas. I always get it mixed up. Thomas Jr. or Robinson Jr. Which one is their one?
Which one for
the
Jackson?
Jags. Yeah.
Isn't it Brian Robinson Jr.?
Is it Robinson?
Nah, I think it might be Brian Thomas.
I always do this.
Yeah, Brian Thomas.
Now I have to actually see it.
Brian
right.
Thomas.
Brian Thomas. Robinson, the running back. Brian Thomas, apparently the Jags are listening to trade talks for him.
That's because they want to make Travis Hunter wide receiver 1 in it.
Yeah, obviously Thomas hasn't had a great year, but like he was second or third in receiving yards last season with bad quarterback play.
You know, a good quarterback will be telling one of these quarterbacks, i.e. Josh Allen, will be saying, look, there's a man there that can beat man coverage. Let's get him.
Yeah. I'll pick the Jags again, but I just went back and forth because I thought one, the Raiders coming up the bye week, and the Jags I completely don't trust. But they've got the players to win these games. Bills Chiefs.
Well, Dej has got Bills. Yeah, I've got the Chiefs though. I know you guys don't usually do it in the regular season, but I don't trust this Bills team, bro.
I think this is the most confident facing the Bills I've felt in a long time in a regular season game.
Yeah, because it should be.
The last couple of years, I've always said at the beginning of the season, oh yeah, like I'll pick the Chiefs coming into it, but I always say early in the season, the Bills will probably get this game. But I actually want us to beat them and beat them badly. I don't care about their win against the Panthers.
Yeah, nah, don't mean nothing. If they play the same way they play against the Panthers, yeah, they're losing because hey, it's not Andy Dalton you're gonna see. It's a man called Patrick
Lavon Mahomes. It's like the only thing the Bills are annoying because they do get up for the Chiefs.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
They do.
I saw today Ed Oliver's out, their best defensive tackle,
and their defense is struggling anyway. So boy,
I think there's rumors Ed Oliver could be out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, they've got problems in that area already, so they're gonna need to.
Because he's their best defensive player, and what's the safety's name? The safety captain.
Not the light skin one.
Yeah.
Bro, the fact I can see his name above my head, and
same. What's his name? Because he was out injured the other day.
He was being out injured though. He's always comes back, and I remember them talking about him last year when they played against the Ravens.
Yeah, Taylor Rapp.
Yes.
He's expected to be out extended period because they place him on IR. That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want us to deal with Buffalo in Buffalo. Deal with them. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I really want us to beat them and just for good they're mentally gone against us. The regular season record, everything gone. Because that's
Yeah.
a slight annoyance. But of course they've got his team. Commander Seahawks.
Seahawks, easy pick for me this week.
Yeah. It wasn't easy for me because I was like, oh, is Jaden Daniels gonna be back? But then I thought, yeah, Seahawks. I
Yeah,
need to
dead
stop
sure.
betting against them.
Yeah.
They're good sides. And then the final game, the Monday night game next week, is the Cowboys versus the Cardinals.
And as bad as the Cowboys' defense is, we're picking the Cowboys.
I only picked the Cowboys because they're at home.
Yep. And I don't know who is quarterbacking the Cardinals.
That's it. Kyler Murray's back. So when who did I say at the beginning? When I said JJ McCarthy, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray was the other person that I believe I saw Shefty tweet saying all three of them will
Okay.
be back this weekend. But if I'm not mistaken, isn't Kyler Murray from Texas? I feel like Skip always used to say Kyler Murray performs well at that stadium.
Yeah, I don't know. He might be. He might have gone to school there. I don't really know.
Let me see. I just have to double check this. Yeah, he is from Texas.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I remember Skip always used to say when Kyler Murray came early in the league or whatever, like college games or whatever, Kyler Murray always performs there. And then I'm sure he did Cardinals have won there as well. So, and the Cardinals have actually played all right with Jacoby Brissett.
They have.
they've got a solid defense, like solid enough. So, yeah. So, but again, like we said, Cowboys at home, they put up 40 points a game, basically.
Yeah. If Tyler's not ready to do that, the loss is incoming.
That's probably going to be a game of the week highlight for us because, yeah, that man might be. Yeah, so apparently, yeah, Kyler Murray should be back. That is our NFL picks of the week. Well, our predictions, our preview of this weekend's games that just went by, and our predictions of the upcoming game. Obviously, the highlight game is the two monsters, arguably the top two quarterbacks in not only in the AFC but the NFL, according to a lot of people. Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. But we'll see. We'll see. And it's now going to be the halfway point of the season. Well, after this week's games, basically, should effectively be the halfway point of the season. So things are starting to, in fact, not really fall into place because, like you said, you've been saying it the last couple of weeks. This NFL season's been quite weird.
I ain't still picking no one to be Super Bowl. I ain't seen no one that I'm going, oh yeah, you're guaranteed gonna be there at the end of the day. There's no one yet. There's too many ups and downs. There's so many injured teams early. There's no one consistent. The Colts are the most consistent team, and they're the ones you'd say, but you almost can't believe in them because Daniel Jones is their quarterback. So, you know.
Yeah, if the Colts went 16-1, everyone would just say, let's wait until the playoffs.
Exactly. So, yeah.
That is not fair, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is. And then on the flip side,
coming from somewhere this year, or nowhere.
Then the flip side is the Eagles are defending champs. They're in a good place record-wise. The Bucks also 6-2, but then the Packers, they've only lost one because of obviously their draw, and they're leading their division. So it's
but they're also a weird win team. Like no one really believes in what's going on, but they're winning games. So
yeah, if they
were team 2-6 team in the Ravens that you think can 2-5 team, whatever they are.
If it was the Lions or the Eagles that were one-loss teams like the Packers, people would have more faith.
Yes.
So, because by default, the Packers still need to naturally prove themselves. So, I think it's only fair that other teams have rightfully gained respect in that sense. But yes, we hope you all enjoyed listening, watching this episode as we deliver. I don't know if you saw someone saying in the YouTube comments saying, feel like that paraphrasing, but feels weird watching Brit speak NFL, but then them speaking of our football. blah blah. I was like, bro, welcome to. I think I replied back saying, "Welcome to the multiverse." But we've been doing this for a couple years now. This is our
Yeah.
norm. Every week in the NFL season. So keep watching, keep liking, as Dej likes to say.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
And of course, the main man himself, Jake.
Like and subscribe.
Hey, what Jacob said. Thank you all again, listening, liking, watching, commenting, everything. Do all those things, and we'll continue delivering because we're the most consistent NFL podcast in the United Kingdom. There, I said it. There,
Yep.
I said it. We review games and preview upcoming games.
Mm-hmm.
Shots fired. Hi, Joe. I am signing out.
Jacob signing out.
Peace.
Thank you guys for listening.